Hi, my name is Lee Hanish. I am the former head loss mitigator for IndyMac Bank's HELOC division. I have a 30 plus year of working in default property as a real estate agent, as a banker, and as a coach and mentor to literally thousands of people who work with homeowners every day and get listings from people who are in default. If you are a homeowner and you are struggling to make your payments, or you took out a forbearance agreement and you're looking for more information, go to homeadvocates.io. If you're a real estate agent and like to learn how you can get involved with coming market correction or crash, depending on your mood, go to homeadvocates.io as well. Or for both groups, Google Home Advocates and we will get you whatever you want. If you're watching this video, you're listening to it, and you are a real estate professional, or even a homeowner. These are supposed to be educational and helpful and informative to all of you. So today we're going to talk about a 3-day-old press release. You'll see it on the screen next to me. There are 2 articles there that you can feel free to look up. First is on PR Newswire that got sent out through Sicyon PR Newswire by Black Knight. And it was information regarding defaulted properties. Black Knight is the authority, I don't know if there's technically ever a real authority. I trust them as a former banker when I'm looking and taking projections for the future. So we're going to talk about something specifically. If you want to go look it up, you can type in foreclosure default rates and Black Knight, or go to prnewswire.com/news release/Black Knight, or Google those and you can see it. I believe the link is, you'll be able to see the link in the article that's posted next to me. Cool. So let's talk about this first, right? So they're still touting that the national delinquency rate to 3.91% in September. It's the first time it's been below 4% since 18 months ago, making a 2.3% decline from August. Okay. So they use year over numbers as a comparison. A year ago today, we were in COVID, right? Coming out of COVID and coming out of restrictions. And that significantly, right, is what you need to look at when you're looking at default rates, because we're going to talk actual default rates here in a minute and what that actually means to all of you, right? So that's what they're saying. Year over, everything is still below, and we're way below historical lows as well, to which I would agree that we are below historical lows as well. Now, when you pull up this press release, I recommend scrolling down to Black Knight Inc.'s data section, right? And we're going to just look at the physical numbers that are on this report. And these are the 2 numbers that really stand out to me, right? Number of properties that are 90 days or more delinquent are 1.2 million homes. Okay. Well, right now in the United States, we only have about 20% of that on the market. So if you want to continue to do the math and figure that all out, that's about how many are out there right now, the 1.2 million. But that's not the whole story, right? Prior to the pandemic, we had approximately 300,000 people, plus or minus, that were actively in foreclosure, and sort of a carryover from, unbelievably enough, the 2007 market. That's actual. So let's just go with this 1.2 million figure. 1.2 million would be 3 times higher than what it was prior to the pandemic. Now, people were having difficulties before the pandemic. We had a crisis where car loans were at about 10% default rate. Student debt was, well, now we know where it is, at an all-time high, and people are struggling to make those payments. And we had lots of people who were still not making payments, but getting these very bizarre loan modifications and things of that nature. So we are 3 times the number of that market here, right? A year and change later. That's one number. Let's talk about the other number that's in this report. The number of properties that are 30 days or more past due is 2 million. That's a lot. That's double what it should be. Okay. Normally the 90-day plus is about the same as the 30-day, plus or minus, right? So the fact that there are 2 million people that are 31 days delinquent, and that's what it is. At 31 days of 5 p.m., you're considered 30 days late. You're also in default. That's a banking term, right? So the number of defaulted people in this market confirmed by Black Knight 3 days ago is 3,233,000. Now, the question, right, is how many was it in 2007? Technically, I still think if you're comparing those years side by side, because I was working in a bank and I was there for that entire crash, it was kind of 2006. I think we're a little more progressed. We're starting on the cycle down. And yes, there will be a crash. Some markets, it'll be a correction. All right, so let's talk about where that number of 3 million. Let me total that up again for you because I'm looking at it right now. Okay, let's total it up again. 3,233,000. What was it in 2007, just as that market turned? Okay, the total number of foreclosure filings, including defaulted properties, and you can look this up. You'll see it in the article, but it's a Reuters article, or ask how many defaults were there in 2007. These are Realty Track numbers, 2,203,000. We are 1 million times higher than the 2007 market. That should be of great concern to everybody that is listening to me at the moment who thinks that there isn't a problem at the moment. We are 1 million times higher than we were in 2007. I'll say it one more time for the sake of effect. We are 1 million people more than we were in 2007. And everybody considers 2007 to be a very difficult and stressful market, depending on your perspective of it as either a homeowner or as a real estate professional. So I'm telling you this as a banker. The data from Black Knight is 3 days old. The historical data seems to indicate pretty categorically that in today's market, we have 1 million more defaulted people than the market that scared the crap out of all of you in 2007. So again, is this not going to create a, that's the constant debate. Is it going to be a crash or not going to be a crash? And every time I keep getting away from, no, it's a market correction, I keep getting data that's a crash. There are things that I know and there are things that I think. If you've watched me before, this is the way I operate, right? When I think, I am just basing it on my knowledge and my experience, and then there are things that I know. I know the market's going to crash. I know that there are too many people that have not made payments. I know that. It's why I'm working so desperately hard on teaching real estate agents and homeowners about making good decisions and being educated on the market, because there will be many real estate agents and investors who come on the market who they're just going to get involved in something they shouldn't get involved in, right? And that was kind of the problem with the 2007 market. Always corrects itself. It goes up and down, right? Always. It's like my third or fourth one now in my 30 plus years of being in real estate and banking. So I'm telling all of you, know, if you're a homeowner or even an agent, learn the alternatives to foreclosure. So at least a homeowner who took out a forbearance, not knowing that that would put them into default, 1.2 million people. There's 1.6 million forbearances out there, at least the last count. I'll bet it's probably at 1.2 or 1.3. The banks are now counting their forbearances extremely delinquent loans. The numbers are going to line up with another 2 million people behind that, people are not working. People are not getting checks. The jobs report is not going to be encouraging. So these are all things that you have to look at when determining the future of your house's equity. If you're a homeowner or a home buyer, right? Right time to buy, right time to sell. Right now is the right time to sell. It is not the right time to buy. That's why real estate professionals aren't adjusting to the coming trend. They're bailing water for where they're at. But if I said that there were going to be 1 million expired listings coming onto the market in the next year, agents would get excited and they'd do whatever training they'd have to do to be a part of it. I'm telling you right now, the minimum number of houses coming on the market in the next year is 1 million. And the numbers seem to indicate a lot more than 1 million, because I know that for a fact at this point. There will be 1 million people that are coming on the market that are going to have their title transferred. Either they're going to do it and get their equity, or the bank's going to do it and they're going to scrape the sides of the bowl and get all their money, plus whatever other else money they're going to get before they give it back to them. Title will transfer. Okay. Title will transfer. 8 out of 10 people severely delinquent, title will transfer, right? So if you're a real estate agent or an investor or somebody working in the industry, give me a call, 833-969-4673, and let me explain to you how you can be a part of Home Advocates. I'll call you, or our CEO, Derek Kelly, will call you. If you're a real estate agent or an investor and you want to get involved in my program, because my CEO has priced the program rather ridiculously at the moment, go to homeadvocates.io/event and then add another /, and that will take you to a very special page. There's probably a link in the description if it's still live. The discount links will be there, and my last webinar where I explain how we operate to get more listings for you as an agent, or as more deals for you as an investor. We work with both. And if you're a homeowner, homeadvocates.io, or Google us, type in Home Advocates. Our focus is on you. Okay. I am personally training people to help homeowners and home buyers for the coming market. Education has gotten overlooked. People believe that magic letters that they can purchase for a Friday, training is somehow going to position them better to a homeowner. Homeowners don't care. They don't. They're not educated at all. Okay. They're just not. Our goal is on education and making sure that they get proper representation. So there's my little speech to you if you're a home buyer or home seller. And again, if you're in the real estate field and you want to talk to us or find out how to get involved, click a link, watch a webinar, sign up, join, invest, whatever term you want to use for right now. But I'm telling you right now, there are 3 million people in delinquency, as it's 1 million more than it was in 2007. So take that information for what it's worth. You have now been appropriately educated by me. Click the like, click the subscribe. If you're listening to the audio, right, a podcast, make sure that you're subscribed. Thanks.